Okay, come on, let's talk, guys. Come on. God bless. Welcome. It's a Feel Good Friday. It is Friday, June the 14th, 2020, 9 minutes after the hour, guys. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show feature Wake Up King with the Queen SennyJ and the Queen Miss Miko. The chat room is wide open, or you can call in the numbers 570-982-6950. Please, if you don't mind, like, share, follow, subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up team. We hope you guys are doing well on this glorious Friday. We hope your families are doing okay. Thanks for stopping by for this hour and rocking with us. This is where you get your morning love. That's undisputed. We already know that. But most importantly, it's the only place on this entire earth, in this universe, on District 9, where you get your morning started. Right to the Queen, SennyJ. God bless. Good morning. Both of you ladies are looking good. Senny, you're looking great this morning. God bless you. How are you, young lady?
Good morning, Shawn. I'm doing great. Good morning, everybody listening. We have a great show for you today on this Feel Good Friday. We're going to get started with Senny Says, where I will let you know what is going on in Hollywood and entertainment news. We're also going to have Front Page News with SennyJ, where I will let you know what is going on locally, nationally, and globally. So you want to make sure you stick around for that. Morning, Miss Miko. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey girl, hey Senny, hey Shawn. What's up, audience? It's your girl, Miss Miko, and I'm bringing y'all energy today. Energy, 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 energy. It feels so good to be with you guys. It's one day before the weekend, or some of you may start your weekend today, but happy Friday. And we're so happy to have you guys all here with us. I want to start by saying that today is National Strawberry Shortcake Day. It's the favorite summer dessert. So if you haven't already, go out and get yourself a slice of strawberry shortcake and tell me how it is. But before you do that, let's get into this weather. Right now in Lehigh Valley, where we recorded live from, it is currently 65 degrees, going to a high of 82. It will be sunny the entire day. We do have a chance of a light thunderstorm. It's going to be passing at about 1 o'clock. After that, it's clear skies, beautiful. New York City, same deal. The only difference is that your air quality is a little bit low. So right now it's 68, going to a high of 86, really bad air quality. So, make sure you cover up your face. I don't know about the mask thing because Fauci, I don't know what's going on with the mask. Don't wear no mask. It's not a good look. But the air quality is low. It's going to a high of 86. It's going to be cloudy from 1 to 2, and there's going to be cloudy again from 6 p.m. onwards. But go out, enjoy the sun, enjoy the weather. But most importantly, stick with us, the only place where you get your morning started right.
Well, yeah, you are definitely coming with that energy, and God bless. Thank you so much, Miss Miko, for damn near one of the best intros we've had this year. God bless.
Ow!
Uh,
Ow!
you know what I'm saying? And God bless everyone for tuning in. And Princess is right. Yeah, at the moment, you are the only one in this chat room, so you get a whole entire podcast to yourself. Now,
Shout out to Princess.
I
Miss
know,
Miko,
and our notifications are not coming out. I don't know what's going on with Facebook because I didn't get one either.
yeah, I think it's something with the StreamYard City. We got to check that out. I think it's not pushing out the notifications because I think they changed their policy. So we gotta get on that because I don't think it's pushing it out the way it should. All right. Okay, so welcome to the show. We'll figure that out. We'll have that fixed by Monday. And then because this is simple.
Okay.
We don't even know what the problem is.
I know what the problem is. Yardstream and Facebook are fighting with each other.
No, that's not it.
Yeah, and I think there's some certain requirements for us to be on this platform to connect it to YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
That's not
And
it.
they sent me a air message. I'll send it to you. All right. And that happened on Monday. Matter of fact, that happened on Monday, Cindy. Okay, so here we go. I want to say a few things before we start. Down lines, good morning, man. Please like and share. We definitely need it today. I don't know if it's me or you. Miss Miko is a little off once again, SennyJ. We're standing. Miss Miko is she's almost at the same level we are as far as the visual part of this show.
Mm-hmm. I have to lower my thing.
Maybe it's Miss Miko, even though there you go, Miss Miko, there you go. Yeah, right there, Miss Miko, right
there.
Round of applause, God. Oh my God.
Sean, I can't. The lights is blinding me. I can't see anything when I'm so close to the light.
She said I can't see with the light.
Just
I
don't
have to
get
get
too
my
close.
glasses. That's why I step back because I can't read anything.
Okay. Uh, well, thank you, Miss Vigo, for doing that. I appreciate you and sacrificing for the team. Now, even though it's a few of us in the chat room, I would love to see the hearts in the chat room right now. Let's go old school on a Feel Good Friday because Miss Miko said it. She's very excited about the weekend. I want to just see the hearts in the chat room. And Miss Miko, I appreciate you for bringing that energy because Lord knows I needed this morning. So thank you. Now, we ended the show abruptly, SennyJ, early because remember I told you that, and I shared with all of you that the cable guy was here because remember, Miss Miko, a few weeks back, we had that rainstorm and the power went out. And when the power went out, my cable had went out as well. There was cable, the RCN cable wires were all over the place. So a contractor came to fix the problem a few days after the fact, right after the storm.
Okay.
So he came in here and he actually did made the problem even worse because now we were suffering with Wi-Fi in here. We had the buffering signals, phones were dropping, TVs wasn't working. And the dude had came here and he was like, yo, and you can there's a difference between the regular cable company guys and the contractor guys.
Right.
The contractor guys doing it on commission, they getting that money. And then you got the regular guys who work for the company, right? So we all know this. So this was a contractor guy. Cindy, I wasn't here. But my wife was telling me that he was like coming in here like, yo, don't worry about it. I'm going to hook y'all up. I'm going to give you an extra router. This router's no good. Yeah. So I'm thinking in my head, he's probably trying to talk to my wife or whatever, okay, that's fine. My wife's a beautiful woman. I'm trying to woo her. My wife's a beautiful woman like the two of you young ladies. So guys are going to talk and try to do their thing. I'm not mad at that. And he was probably like trying to woo her, trying to say, hey, listen, I got this. And when I came back in here after he serviced the house, I noticed that the Wi-Fi still wasn't working. It wasn't working. The boxes wasn't both lit it up green and there's stuff that was working. It was still the same problem. A week goes by. So now I call RCN, right? Now, Miss Miko, they bring the tech guy out there with the truck, the 2025 Ford Econoline with the new graphics on the truck to let you know that they're getting money.
The real people.
The real guy, the dude with the dirty uniform, he came out. Young white guy, had the belt on with all the flashlights, that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And SennyJ, the moment he came in here, he looks in the back, the wires, he goes, the wires are not done correct. Then he comes inside, he goes, oh my God. Well, and then he stops, SennyJ, and he goes, who was the guy who came here? So my wife was like, I don't know, I don't remember. He goes, I'm gonna find out because this was gross negligence here, and I don't understand why he gave. So you see where this is going. He's dropping a dime on the code. You see where this is going. He wants to know why this guy did such a bad job, and he wanted to drop a dime on him at work.
Right.
That's crazy.
Now my whole thing is this. Now listen, I just want my cable to work. So I'm dropping the dime. I don't care. I don't care about your little inter-office competitive spirit at the job and the independent contractor is taking your work or you taking his work and you're insecure. I don't care about that. I want the cable working and we pay this bill. Wow. But you could see Miss Miko before we start the show in the employee's eye that he was going to drop a dime because he went as far as to go into this little system because it IDs who did the job before.
But it wasn't his people, right? It was a contractor.
Yeah, it was the contractors.
Right.
So my whole thing is this, SennyJ. How many times have we or know anybody in the workplace that back in the day or even today via emails dropped a dime on your coworker? How many of us look, Miss Miko raising her hand already. Miss Miko, look at this. Surprisingly, when I had the day job, look, I'm gonna do the same thing. Miss Miko, look at this. Look, I'm gonna do what you did. I'm gonna do the same thing. I Yo, City, you know that he was dropping a dime because he did such a bad job. It wasn't like he was like, yo, this is my man. I'm gonna clean it up. I'm gonna make sure that, and then and Miss Miko maybe call him later, like, yo, you went over there to call her. Yo, you screwed up, man. I covered it and blah blah blah. None of that. Have you ever in the workplace throughout your working career, everyone? Have you ever dropped that dime? Have you ever snitched? Have you ever sent that email incriminating one of your employees? Have you ever looked side-eye at them where they didn't notice that you looked at them like this nigga here? Or have you ever had, if you haven't dropped a dime on your coworker, have you ever had the urge to drop the dime on the coworker? I'll go with you first, SennyJ, before Miss Miko, because Miss Miko got a lot to say. Cindy, have you ever in your working career, because you know that cable guy, the employer, the employee, the truck guy, he's dropping the dime. Cindy, have you ever contemplated or have you ever dropped a dime on somebody you work with in the workplace? Talk to me.
No. Like went to HR?
Yeah,
Or
anything. HR, the
like took it
supervisor.
all the way, or like just like
It,
sent an email to my
it doesn't matter.
supervisor.
It doesn't matter the level. It doesn't matter. Have you just ever dropped that dime?
No, no. I don't care that much. You know, probably I'm sure somebody's probably dropped a dime on me. But not the other way around. I've never, and I've done everything on my lunch breaks, okay? I'm talking about leaving while still clocked in, okay? Going to get a drink, okay? Smoking, okay? Like, I've done it all. So, I got too much going on for me to be worried about what you got going on over there, sis, or my brother. Just leave me out of it. So, no, I've never done that. I've never cared enough. But you guys have probably had real jobs. Like, I just be floating around these places.
City, wait a minute, City. If you've seen gross negligence right in front of you, though, right in front of you, regardless of degree of the violation, you still not dropping it down?
I mean, if I worked in a setting like maybe healthcare or something like that. Well, I've worked in the food service industry, but I've never seen anybody do something that would warrant me to tell on them.
Okay.
So maybe that's it. I've never really seen anything that crazy. So I guess it doesn't apply. NA for me.
Miss Miko, Miss Miko, before you share your story, I dropped a dime so bad that the next thing I did was quit the job.
But wait. What did the person do? Because now I want to see how petty you are. Why did you drop a dime? What were they doing?
There was a inter-office romance that was going on that I didn't like. And they were smoking the blunts back just before the blunts. We had the reefers and they was high and they was working the phones and I didn't appreciate that. And I went to the manager, but the dude that was banging the other chick that was smoking the weed, he was one of those tough guys that would beat your ass. So I was scared of him anyway. So I dropped the dime, found out that they fired him. And I quit the job.
Was this
it was a BS job. I quit the job.
You was scared, Sean?
Yeah, I was scared and I didn't want to, deal with all that other extra that was going on. And they eventually fired the receptionist chick that he was banging. So I did something real. I really did drop a dime. I dropped a dime where someone, got fired and I quit.
Why
And I
would
went
you
to,
do that? Leave them
yo,
people alone in there. Was this the same job? You was over there sleeping with women in the back of the truck and not delivering packages?
that was the, you know what? Stop. That's why I hate telling my
Was
business
that
on.
was that the same job?
Nah,
And you
that was
got the
the
nerve?
that was the job before. That was a job before that. I was in a different mental state back in those days. Don't
What?
judge me, please. Yeah, yeah. Damn, so you
Yo,
reminded me.
yeah. We gotta hold you accountable because you just be out here in these streets doing whatever. I'm hoping that was the last time you did that, Shawn.
Yeah, that was the
Your
last
billet
time.
was full.
Yeah. That, and I do own up to that. That was my fault. I should have minded my business. But that dude was like, he was just a bully, and I just didn't like him. And when I found out all this information and all that, I dropped a dime on him.
Real
Miss Miko.
Hollis said you lucky they didn't have social media because he would have found you.
Oh
If they
yeah,
had
no
social
doubt.
media back then.
He probably
No,
sees you
I was
now, probably plotting.
Like,
nah, I
I've
don't
been
know.
looking for you.
It was one of those bike messenger services I worked for back in the day. So those came a dime a dozen. So I got out of there. But they fired him immediately.
And
But
you, Miss Miko.
I'm a snitch. I snitch on the Babylonians. I don't like mean people. I don't like mean girls. I don't like cliques. I don't like none of that. So I found out she was going to pull people's salaries. Hello, HR. Yeah.
Oh, like she was looking at them?
And discussing them.
Well,
yeah, so I got smooth up out of there.
Okay. Okay, I would warrant that as tellable.
Okay. So it's cool for her to do it, but not me, CJ.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
was mad because he was getting a little bit of head on break. Like, that's not a fireable offense.
Right. You weren't minding the business that paid you. That's why you got up out of your job too. It was a lose-lose situation. Two black men out of a job.
Miss Miko, listen, in my defense, I did save somebody job.
Please, Shawn.
You try to clean it up? Okay, we listening.
We had this still back in those bike messenger days. We was doing cocaine, we all high, everybody's high. And one of the customers had a Christmas party. And guys, in the chat room, you guys remember Christmas parties used to be turned up back in the day. There was a DJ, open bar, this whole thing. And one of our customers invited us to their Christmas party at their workplace. And we were turned up, twisted. We were partying. Food was crazy. And my man, I never forget, his name was Earl. He lived in Brooklyn.
Earl from Brooklyn.
He was a bike man. He was an old school dude back then. God bless him. I hope he's still alive today. I don't even know. And Earl was one of those like real old school Brooklyn dudes where, he was just he was a good man, but he was kind of hard on the outside, and he loved Brooklyn and the whole thing. And we went to the party, right? And we took our bikes there. We parked downstairs, and we went upstairs. They had all this food, and the DJ was playing music. And then after an hour,
you rode your bike to the party, Shawn?
Yeah, we locked it downstairs. We locked the bikes downstairs. Yo, and Miss Miko, we had some dope bikes back then. Bikes for $800, $1,000.
You had the Mongoose?
Yo, nah, better than that. Mongoose, you being disrespectful.
Tour de France bike or some shit.
Exactly, man. We had Lotus bikes.
You had the Cannondale?
Yeah, Cannondale was. Oh, there you go, Miss Miko. Cannondale was there. That was that. That was that. Anyway, so we go upstairs, right? My man Earl, who was throwing back that liquor, and one of the women that worked there, white chick, very nice woman. We worked there throughout the year. She got twisted. And my man Earl started following her around the party. And then I said, yo, you good? He was like, yo, I'm going to take this bitch in the bathroom.
Whoa.
You said it
Ooh.
just like that.
Earl's
And you can
probably in
see,
jail
you
now, y'all.
yo, you can see, and,
Earl's
and,
in
and,
jail, if you
and
didn't
it's
know.
You can see like he had those devilish eyes. And then he grabbed her, but not grabbed her, but he grabbed her arm and led her towards the bathroom.
Right. Go
And
ahead.
they
Go
made
ahead with the sexual assault.
right.
Go
So
ahead.
they went around the corner. She's tipsy. She really don't know what's going on. I could see in his eye. I knew what Earl was going to do. So they make the beds. They're about to go into the bathroom. Here I come to the rescue. Yo, chill. Yo, chill. And then she turned around and looked, and she had that little drunk grin. She's like, and she walked away. And I said, yo, we getting out of here, bro. He was like, yo, what's up?
You
No,
saved
man.
her, Sean.
No, bro, we
You
getting out
saved
of
the
here.
situation.
Y'all give me a round of applause.
Yes. Shout out to clap, Cindy. Shout out to you, Sean. You saved Earl life in jail, and you saved that Babylonian woman from a situation. So shout out to you for seeing, identifying the problem, and intervening at the correct time.
Thank you, Miss Miko. It's good to see you. I appreciate you because you're not a natural born hater like SennyJ. I'm gonna give you a round of applause.
Mm-mm.
All right, so welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? Shawn Harvey Morning Show, featuring the Wake Up Team with the Queen, SennyJ, and the Queen, Miss Miko. So we are here. We are blessed to be here. We hope that everyone's good in your family and your life. Have a great weekend. We appreciate your Cindy. Let's go with that first story. She's the S to the E double N-Y, and you can't deny she got the front page news, y'all. Front
Period.
page news, y'all. And Cindy, at the end of the show, I need you for 2 minutes because we need to fix the problem with StreamYard. If you don't mind.
Not him saying it'll be fixed by Monday, then now he needs you to fix it.
I want to fix it today. It's a quick fix, Cindy.
I don't
It's
have to talk to him
crazy.
about it. I don't want to talk to him at all. It's really wild.
Cindy, Cindy,
Um,
you, Cindy, Cindy, you're, Cindy, you're smarter than me. You know that. You process faster. You get it done quick. Come on, let's knock it off.
anyways, you guys, shout out to everybody that's still here.
And wait,
Congratulations to
one
you
more thing.
guys.
I'm sorry. One more thing. Miss Miko, let's give Cindy J a round of applause for the collar, looking, seeing her collarbones and her shoulders again. Let's clap.
Shenny J looks lovely, darling. Just marvelous.
Cindy, you look good. Come on, let's show you
Thanks.
some love.
Thanks. I appreciate that. I
Is
really appreciate it.
your low
Uh,
self-esteem's not going to accept this compliment?
no, I'm gonna accept it. I'm so excited right now. My body is filled with gratitude.
And Miss Miko, one more time. Let's give her a round of applause.
Thanks. You can stop immediately.
It's
Okay.
Um, Complex released a list yesterday. Surprisingly, we were not on there. I feel a little slighted for the funniest people on the internet right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This list was met with a lot of mixed reviews, especially from a lot of the funny people I feel like that I follow on the list. I will give you some of the highlights. Right now, the number one person that they have listed as the funniest on the internet is Drewski. Are you familiar with his body of work, Sean?
No.
He does. He recently, I mean, Kai Cenat is also on this list. He is a popular streamer. And actually, I have something to say about that. But Drewski, Kai Cenat, and Kevin Hart just recently did a live stream. Kevin Hart was on Twitch with Kai Cenat, I believe like a couple of weeks ago, just doing, funny things. Kai likes to, have these epic sleepovers and do a bunch of funny stuff. So that's why Kevin Hart came back. It had about 700,000 people watching when it went live. So it was one of the biggest live streams that ever happened. So people are saying that, Drew, I guess because Drewski was on there and everybody thought that he was pretty funny. I think that's what maybe sparked the list, but him being number one, I don't know. The second person that was on the list was, a guy named Trey Rags. I've never even heard of him before. I don't know why this is going slow. Hold on. New York Nay, who a lot of people like, she was on there. She was listed as number 19. Uh, Cameron and Mace were listed on there as number 16.
They're really funny.
Yes, they are funny. But I mean, I feel like funniest on the internet. I feel like there were so many other people. I mean, a lot of people that were on here I didn't even know. A guy named Phantom, Lou Ratchet. I haven't heard of him. Vince Staples, Caleb Presley.
Vince Staples is hilarious.
Vince Staples. Is he the
Yes.
one that has a show
Yes,
on
the Vince
Netflix
Staples show
right now?
It's
The Vince
so
Staples?
funny. Yes,
I haven't watched it yet.
he's
Sean,
hilarious.
did you see that? Gillian Wallow. Hold on a second. I'm trying to see some of the people that I know. Another guy, like I said, he was number 2. I'm trying to get to the first one. Zoe Spencer was number 13. They did a list of 20 people. Lou Young, 85 South show. I know that they are funny. I haven't seen their show. Desi Banks, Curvo Dolo. I'm not sure who he is. A lot of these people are younger too. Theo Vaughn, but I think that he's a stand-up comedian, but he is kind of funny. Mark Phillips and RDC World was number 3. And Ben Don was number 2.
Who is number 1, Cindy?
Oh, the number 1 is Drewski.
Oh, Drewski.
You said that.
The white boy from Hot 97? Is that Drewski?
No, that's not the same one.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull up his picture. He's like he does like Twitch and other like streams. So Kai Cenat is part of a group called AMP, right? And they do different funny videos on YouTube and stuff like that. So my daughter was watching one of them on YouTube. I forget his name, Derek something. And he was talking about tricking. That's why I tuned into what she was listening, because she was in the living room, I was in the kitchen. I was like, who are you listening to? Because it sounded like a grown-ass neighbor talking about, tricking is when. And I'm like, what are you listening to?
Right.
And she's like, oh, he's from AMP. He's so funny. And she was telling me about this AMP group. And she was like, but Derek, he's mad old. Like, he's older than everybody else. He's so old. So I'm like, well, how old is mad old? And she's like, he just turned 30. I was on the floor. I was like, Luce, that is not mad old. And she was like, well, it's older than everybody else. So I just wanted to die because
Luce is hilarious.
am I that old? Like, am I?
Then Shawn is ancient. Shawn is an artifact to Luce. Shawn is an artifact.
You feel better? You feel better saying that, Miss Miko?
No, I said to Luce because she's a young girl, so
What I got?
1900s. So
And okay, see, this is somebody we don't even know her age.
And you won't.
It really rocked me to my core, though. I really felt old when she said that, so I had to.
You don't feel old.
I did.
You shouldn't feel old. You're not old.
Mad old. Mad old. You know what that is?
What is mad old?
And she like rolled her eyes with it. Like,
listen, how many times have I shared with you? And you guys don't listen to me because you'll discard what I say. And every time I say it, it always comes up correct down the road. The average life expectancy on this earth is 75 years old. 75. And that's for the women. Women might go a little longer, 78. So technically, all of us are at middle age anyway. You're elderly.
It's not nice, Shawn.
These young folks, they're only 10, 15 years away from being middle age as well. And sometimes you got to look at it that way. Yes, I am in the 3rd to almost 4th quarter of my life, no question about it. but I was middle aged when I was 40. If you're 40, you're middle aged. You're old as hell, or whatever you want to look at it. And that's the way you gotta look at it. Now, young folks always, when we were all young, we looked at older folks. They go, "Oh, you old as hell." We all did that. But Cindy, don't worry about it. That day is gonna come for all these young folks, including your daughter, down the road. God bless them. They're gonna be like, "Oh my God, I'm old." So they're gonna feel the same way you feel. But Cindy, you are truly blessed. Don't forget that. There's 8 billion people on this planet, and we are one in a billion. Okay. We shouldn't even. We shouldn't. The odds of us being here are so tremendous that we should all be grateful and not to criticize. Now, to these funny guys, God bless these guys, man. They put that work in. They're funny. Some of them do skit comedy. Some of them do organic comedy. I enjoy Mason Cameron. I think they're funny. Uh, the skit guys, for me, it's just that's prepared funny. Like when you see the skit, they did the skit 50 times and then got it right and then put it out. That's different from organic funny like us. And people that do the things that we do to be funny on demand is different. And not to take nothing away from them. Those guys are stars and they're making money and all that. And I'm not, and God bless them. But what I'm saying is there's different categories of fun. You see some of these internet superstars who now venture into my realm, into stand-up. They can't even do stand-up. They need comedians like me and others to fill in their shows, because once the audience get to see these superstars on stage trying to be funny, they're not funny. They're funny because they're in that environment to be funny. They make the skits, and like I said, I'm not taking nothing away from them. God bless them. They make these skits. They produce them. It's a different kind of funny.
Right.
But there's different funnies. There's different kind of funny.
Well, yeah,
But I
this
want to
was
say,
funniest on the internet.
right, I want to say congratulations to all of them. No question about it. We should be on that list because we're funny. We're everyday funny.
I don't know. Well, that's what a lot of the people were saying is who is deciding this list? Does this list really mean anything? Do some people feel like they need to work harder because of this list? I feel like the internet is so vast and there's
Yeah.
people do so many different types of things. So
We're
I
funny.
guess I
This is
guess
where
it's
the
good.
funny is. It's a
This is what
different
funny
funny.
looks like.
This is what funny looks like. This is funny. That's not funny. What else?
Word.
What
So
else?
that was the list. You guys check it out if you want. Some of them, I mean, I guess it is good exposure too, because now everybody's gonna, I went to go check out a couple of these people's pages and they were okay, but I like my algorithm. I like the people who I like. So,
No doubt.
what people find funny is, different. So I think it's very subjective.
Well,
So it's very hard to put a list together. Shawn, is that just me?
nah, it's me. It's all of us.
Okay.
It's subjective, funny. Some people think something's funny, and the next.
Who's your favorite funny person on the internet, Shawn? Oh, Tamiko, do you have a favorite funny person on the internet?
No,
His name is Shawn Harvey.
Thank you. See,
I
thank
know
you.
you're lying.
Oh, whatever, Cindy. See, that's that hater. What I think. I like that's funny. Obviously, is some of the skits. Obviously, just some of the videos, people falling, natural reactions, kids hitting their mothers with remote controls in the face, like stuff like that. That stuff tickles me. That's funny to me.
People getting hurt, violence.
No, go to my Instagram page. This woman is on the bed, on her pillow with the phone up like this, and her son is right next to her, and he's like a toddler, and she's trying to be cute, and she's kissing the phone and doing all that, and then she looks at her son, and he has the remote control in his hand, and she looked, and she goes, "You bet not." And the moment she said, "You bet not," he clocked her in the face.
I saw that video. That video got me.
They look you dead in the eye and go do everything you told them not to do. They will look you in the eye and walk over there and do it. The toddlers is a mess.
So it's those type of videos. I think that's fun. That's funny to me. So, but shout out to those guys and thank you, Miss Miko, because that's right. This is funny right here. We do it every day, funny, organically, not produced,
No scripts,
no script,
no
none of that,
rehearsal, none of that.
no rehearsal. And then you guys that are listening to this on the other side, you're laughing. That's funny to me. Making something out of nothing. Miss Miko, we're gonna go to you. God bless. Your husband's in the chat room. Let's give a shout out to my beloved Mike Dixon that's holding his whole.
Because Mike don't be in here unless we go on that screen. Mike don't give a damn.
Yeah, Mike.
Mike.
Yeah,
Hey,
Mike. Yo, what's up with that, Mike? Why you can't rock with us when your wife's not here, bro?
Like, come on, are we not friends, Mike? What the hell?
Or Cindy, I don't know. Miko might be like, you don't you listen to that show unless I'm on it. I don't know.
You don't know what. You know, that is very true.
Exactly. You better not be listening to that show. And if I catch you staring at SennyJ's collarbone, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out.
No.
Oh my God.
Definitely a better one to look at with Miss Miko.
You know what I'm saying? That bitch been acting real different since we seen her collarbone. And remember what happened to you with that last bitch you was looking at.
Word.
That's the thing. He wasn't looking at nobody, Shawn. How about that?
I know. Yeah, listen, I agree with you, but this is what I'm saying.
Mike, blink twice.
Yeah, Mike.
We're friends here. We're here for you, bro.
That's right. And you already know the wallet is doomed. That's Kamiko owns the wallet, so it's all right.
She gave him an allowance this morning.
That's right.
Yep.
Mike take those few $100 and put it in the stash box while she sleep.
That's his
Take it back.
Mike has bad money just in case things goes out. You gotta get out.
He said, "I'm not okay." Hey, shut up.
Mike, I ain't mad at you. Mike, I am not mad at you. This wallet over here getting trained as well, brother. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
Oh God.
That's hilarious.
So today's Miss Miko's tips. Is funny that we're talking about comedians because my tips today is going to be how to be a comedian. What are the odds? And we talked about the funny people on the internet. We didn't even talk about this morning. We didn't discuss it. You guys didn't even know what my segment was going to be.
You're right.
Okay, girl, I am ready for this. Sean, make
So
sure
am.
your ears
Sean
open.
checks all the boxes.
I'm
with
ready.
How to be a comedian. Okay.
Let me get my notes.
The first thing is to do improv comedy to help with your timing. Sean, do you do improv comedy? No.
Yo, man, just finish with the list, man.
All right. I'm just asking you. I just want to ask you. Okay.
Yo, Mike.
The second thing is.
Hold on. Yo, Mike. Talk to me, man. Why is your wife out of control, bro?
Not how to be a comedian. Yo, I am rolling.
That's hilarious. Go ahead. What's next?
Improv.
Study the jokes and styles of other comedians.
Watching some tape. Okay, can do that. Richard Pryor and all of that.
Mm-hmm. In addition to studying their jokes and style, you should observe the stage presence as well as crowd control of more seasoned comedians, which I think Sean does a great job of that. Like he does a great job.
Thank
you.
You should always be comfortable in front of crowds. And last but not least, learn to deal with failure. If you go on the stage and you bomb that night, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. You're not going to go jump off a cliff. You're just going to learn from your mistakes. What did I do wrong? How can it be better? They hate that joke. Maybe that wasn't a joke for that particular crowd. You got to read your crowd and roll with the punches. So that's those tips on how to be a comedian.
There's 5 steps to becoming a comedian?
Yeah.
That's it.
Hey, Ms. Miko, I think really you nailed it. You nailed this one. No, I don't know if it's in those particular orders, but you definitely nailed it as far as those are the 5 things that would probably come to my head about being a comedian. First, but what you miss sometimes, see, being a comedian, first thing you got to do, you got to be out of your mind to do stand-up comedy. That's the first thing. You got to see where you at mentally. It's a mental situation to go on stage. to make people laugh that you don't even know. That's the only thing I would add it. Everything else, you're right. You gotta do some improv. If you want to do stand up, you gotta start light, in a small crowd with some friends. Sometimes people have a funny personality, but it doesn't articulate on stage because of the fact that uh, they can't break that invisible barrier of that comfort zone of being funny in front of their friends, comparison to being funny in front of people
Right.
you don't know. See, that's the real magical line right there that people don't want to cross. A few have crossed it, including myself. So that's what stand up really is about. Are you willing to get out of that comfort zone, being funny around your friends and your family at the dinner table and in the kitchen or in the backyard, and then jump into trying to have that same funny in front of people you don't know that
Right.
paid to see you perform. That's the big thing. You're right. How you do that? You start off light, little improv. You know what I mean? Yeah. People always say, go. Look at the greats. Who's great? The greats don't
Richard
give a
Pryor
damn.
is
The great,
freaking great.
the greats don't
I
give
think
a
Eddie Murphy
damn.
Bad was
No,
great.
no, no,
I don't
no,
like
no,
either of them.
no, no, no. The greats don't. First of all, the greats don't give a damn. Uh, you got to go around the people who are running in the circuit in real time. That's where you get your funny from, not the greats. Because are they great? Let me tell you something. Richard Pryor, yes, one of the greatest. He wasn't that
He's
funny to
funny.
me.
I thought
He
he was
was
funny.
clever. He was clever with some of his punchlines. He was all right to me. And listen, people put Richard Pryor up there. I don't put Richard Pryor up there. I know some comedians that I work with today is just the funnier than Richard Pryor. But you don't know who these guys are because they're not on the national scene. Because we always go with what we know. We go with the comedian that we see on television that we proclaim to be great. But it took a whole process for that comedian to get there. Now, I respect that fact that that comedian went up the ladder to get to where they need to be. But sometimes it doesn't articulate to funny because there's a lot of great comedians, as we would say, that are great, but are not that funny. So
Mhm.
sometimes sometimes it's not even about the funny, it's about the business of it all. But that's another issue. But you are absolutely right. I would say work with the comedians that you see all the time,
Mhm.
locally or moving around, that's doing it for a living. You're right. The stage presence, you gotta have some stage presence.
Stage
You gotta have a
control.
little, and you gotta work on a joke or two. Go on the stage and work that out for a year or two, whatever. Add more jokes to it, and get with a comedian that can help you with punchline because you need punchlines because punchline is the laughter. When you throw the punchline out there, that's when people laugh. So I got to a point where I do a punchline, you don't even know that it's coming, but that takes time. That takes time. So doing stand up is a whole different beast. Don't, like they say, don't quit your day job. Don't do nothing silly like that. You do it on this or to the side, and when you get funny, then maybe you could visit that situation with stand up comedy. But that's what stand up comedy is. Stand up comedy is breaking that threshold from your friends to going on stage. And once you go on stage, you run with people that are doing stand up successfully because there's different levels of success with stand up. Of course, you think Shawn Harvey don't want to be on the number one list with Kevin Hart? Of course. And I strive for that in these late years of my life. But at
Right.
the same time, I feel like I'm successful because I'm out there doing stand up. Like I'm right there in the mix with everybody. Remember, last week I opened up for Marlon Wayans and all those guys. And this guy's worth $40 million. He don't even need to do stand up. And that's
Mhm.
another thing. You gotta love stand up. You gotta love it. You got like anything else that you do in life. If you love stand up, then like anything else in life, the more you put in, the more you put out of it. Get out of it. All right, Miss Miko, thank you.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it. So please follow Miss Miko's suggestions if you want to be a stand up comedian. That's it.
Start tonight, Friday night. Go
Yeah,
out there, find an open mic, and
Start
just do
tonight.
it.
yeah,
Start tonight.
yeah.
Go.
Make yourself look like a fool tonight. Yep. Do it tonight. She's right. CJ's right. Do it tonight.
I'm gonna do
And
it tonight.
don't
Where are you gonna be at, Sean? For
and
me tonight.
a lot of people always like, I need a few drinks and then I'll get up. No, you don't, dummy. No drinks. No,
Right.
Give me a
no.
double shot of Hennessy and I'll
I
go on
gotta
there.
calm the nerves
I
down.
think Cindy is naturally funny as well. Cindy is freaking hilarious. She is
No,
Yeah.
I don't think I can be in front of people. I get stage fright. I got to get over that.
Yeah, see, but that's that line that I was telling you about, Miss Miko. There's that weird invisible line that some
See,
people just don't want to,
I'm just
do.
funny to my friends. I'm not
Yeah,
Mhm.
and Cindy, like I said, you're funny. You're right, Miss Miko. She's hilarious. But the problem, this is only just one little problem, especially with black folks. Black folks pay $25. Even if black folks pay $10, they go to the stage, they in the audience, and they like, you better make me laugh. You gotta damn near set yourself on fire for $10 to entertain niggas.
Don't say
Now,
that, Sean. Don't say that.
yeah, it's true. I'm telling you, it's
It's
true.
true though.
Right,
No.
Miss
I
Miko.
feel like they go in there ready to not laugh.
Right, Miss Miko. White folks, Babylonians, and certain black folks, they if you don't do well, they're like, that was great. Come back tomorrow.
No,
That's
Oh my
black
God.
Tamiko.
folks don't even clap.
That's
Right.
Tamiko. Tamiko will do that. She'll be like,
Thank you. Oh,
she's
bless your
hard.
soul. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. Niggas? Yo. Oh my God. Yo. Get that shit. Get them on the Yo, I want my money back, man. Yo, I'm
Yeah.
tired of this bitch. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. And you gotta come with the joke fat. You gotta be funny. Fat. I got fat.
They don't want a story.
They don't want none of that. And those are some of the contributing factors with stand-up comedy. And back to SennyJ. I want to see the hearts in the chat room, if you don't mind, please. Folks that are tuning in right now, thank you and God bless you. Where the hearts at in the chat room? Hey, turn
Hey.
down for what? We gonna bring
Um,
that back soon. Senny, you for 2 years, you was like, we don't need to do that.
we
I
don't.
want to bring that back. We're gonna have a vote on this show soon, the three of
There's
us.
a there's a
Yeah.
lot you want to bring back. Issues.
What
Okay,
else you
so
got, Senny?
there's actually two quick things I want to talk about, but this I don't know if any of you have seen the video floating around, but we have it here of when Joe Biden was, I guess the White House had a Juneteenth festival,
Mhm.
and it looked like President
It looks
Biden,
like he was dead.
right, that he appeared to freeze during the celebration. Biden, who is 81, if y'all did not know, he was filmed standing still as a stone while those around him, including Vice President Kamala Harris, clapped and danced to a concert featuring gospel singer Kirk Franklin. The video shows Biden blankly staring and not moving an inch for about 30 seconds before Philonise Floyd, the brother of George Floyd, whose murder triggered nationwide riots, of course, noticed the president and put his arm around him. Biden then smiles as Floyd leans in to say something, and they bump fists after exchanging a few short words. This is some of the video. If you guys can see him, he's just standing there.
They had a glitch, like his batteries went low.
I don't know what's going on with him. Everybody had a lot to say on the internet, including about how they're voting for him. I thought it looked a little weird, but I mean, he's not gonna. First of all, it's Joe Biden. I mean, he's not gonna be moved by the music like that. He was probably standing there in awe. He doesn't, and he is old. He's 81 years old. He's probably been standing up all day. Like, just give him a break. I just really wish they would stop parading him outside like this, knowing that he's not. Because believe me, like, there are older people who are agile, who are still moving around. They got, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to say just because he's old, but he's a certain type of old. He's,
Mhm.
he's And I think behind the scenes, I think he does have like a little of dementia or something going on. He's shuffling his feet. He's slow with his words. He blinks a lot when he talks. I don't know. Visually, it's not a good look. But
They say
what
that's
else
not
do we?
even him. That's like an AI version of him. Like they were going in
Uh,
on the comments. It's like that's the cardboard cutout.
I just wish they
uh,
would stop putting him in these type of situations. Like have him
uh,
come on stage, say something at the Juneteenth festival, and then shuffle him off back to the side. Like, why y'all keep putting him on display like this? Papa needs to sit down.
all
Mm-hmm.
right. Listen, just real quick. If you guys are not doing nothing tonight, y'all download the Taste Radio app. Uh, the show, The Union Experience, is on tonight. Rel Holla is the host, and it's the particular episode that I'm on. So, tune in later on tonight.
What time, Sean? What time?
Rel, put the time in the chat room if you don't mind.
I think Rel said 7.
7 tonight. So 7 tonight, Rel's going to interview. Got a fun interview with Rel Holla, myself, and his man, the DJ. So that's tonight, and at 10 p.m. And guys, check this out. Let's give a shout out to Deborah Leslie. It's her birthday
Yay,
Hey,
today.
Deborah.
Deborah, happy
Happy
birthday, girl.
birthday. I hope you enjoy it, girl.
Happy birthday to ya.
Hey,
Happy birthday to ya.
Deborah.
Happy birthday. And
Hey,
how I go
to
way back with
you.
Deborah and the history that Deborah Leslie has with this show. So we love you to death, and God bless you. And we could go into the Deborah stories, and it's just hilarious. And I truly appreciate this young lady, this smart, intelligent, beautiful young lady, for participating with this show throughout the years. Whether she loved the show, sometimes she didn't like the show, she didn't like me, she didn't like you, Cindy, she didn't like herself, and she still tuned in. She was the one that went to started that Harriet Tubman movement on the statue in Harlem. Let's not forget that, and she plays a vital part in what we do. She supports all our events, and God bless you and happy birthday, young lady. Now, and you know how I feel about you. We go way back to the Mocha days before all of this. Now, once again, shame on the both of you. That's SennyJ and Miss Miko. Y'all continuously disrespect and break laws of this country with this age discrimination
woo,
thing.
we back on that. What are you talking about?
Because
First of
you
all,
guys
you
won't,
said it. We didn't say it. Our
first of
niece
all,
said it.
you guys are joking on somebody at a certain age that have a certain job. That's age discrimination. They got laws against this. Now,
No, no.
and that's exactly what she just said. He's a cardboard cutout.
I didn't say that. That's what the comments said. I was just
That's what you
reading the
said.
comments.
No, no, no. You said it. You said it, sir. Ma'am,
I
you
said
said it.
his battery's probably glitched.
And
But you could
Cindy
have quoted
J,
me.
you just said, for people this age, basically shouldn't even be working. Now, I do agree with you, Cindy J. Of course, like he's just not in his environment. Put him in a Roman Catholic church and they sing their songs in there. Cindy, hit me with the amen.
Amen.
Right,
My grandma's
there,
Episcopalian. I know all about that.
right. There, it sound like you had three Newports stuck in your throat from 2003.
Oh
My
God.
whole thing is this. So you can't be mad at Joe. He's just not in his environment. He might not even know who Kirk Franklin is. He might. And listen, I'm more concerned about Kamala Harris up there
You
shucking and
saw that,
driving.
right?
Okay, okay. She up there. Hey, she up. Calm down. Okay, you calm down. Okay, you barely black your goddamn self. So calm down.
I saw that too.
And showing up, Joe, wasn't a good look. Now, Joe, 81 years old. How many times? I just said it on this show 3 minutes ago. We should all be blessed to even live that long.
Word.
Not only live that long, the man, you right, it's true, they got to prop him up and he's got to go outside. He's still moving. I pray that each and every one of us that are in this chat room right now reaches the age of 81 and could put on a suit or a dress and walk outside. But you're there to criticize. And who the hell are you and all the others to do that? It is not your place. This is a man who is 81 years old. Forget about his occupation.
How can
Most
we?
81-year-olds, especially Black and Latinos, either their leg is chopped off, heavy diabetes, wheelchairs, nursing homes, sick as hell. But we got the nerve enough to sit on our high horse and joke about a man who we pray that we can live that long. One thing you could say about Joe Biden and all the elderlies, including your grandmother, SennyJ, and my mother, and Miss Miko's grandmother, they have successfully graduated to the grace of longevity. And y'all sit here and look at Joe Biden and criticize him because he's old. We know he's old. But
Yeah,
why
and
do
the
we
older
gotta?
women and your mother, my grandmother, Miss Miko's grandmother, who are all older than Joe Biden, move better than him. So he needs to pack it up and put it away. The
See,
fact that he
again,
thinks looking in that, like the fact that you think that looking like you do and falling out all over the place, you can't. They have a compilation of him falling off things.
and you
Okay,
know
for
what?
like
And
4 years. That you think that people are going to vote for you for another 4 years?
Miss Miko,
The
I would
Democratic
love,
Party is
I
not
would,
doing a good job.
Right.
I would love to live to be 81 and fall all over the place. Don't we all? My whole thing is this:
Absolutely.
he's governing. He's the president of the United States. He doesn't know. He doesn't know Kirk Franklin. You guys never give him a break. He's in a gospel church. He doesn't know the songs. He stood there. How many times have we been at our little white people's parties and friends, and they started throwing on some Bon Jovi and they started singing something and we don't know the words? How many times have we been through that? We've all been there. We've all been there, but we sit there and look at Joe. He don't know the words of Kirk Franklin, who, by the way, remember, cursed out his son and told him he was going to kill him and all that. Remember that?
Yeah.
We remember Kirk Franklin's son going back and forth, started calling each other bitch ass niggas. Now, but at the same time, we forget that when we hanging out with our Babylonian friends and they sing some particular songs, we've all been there. We all, Miss Miko, we look like this. We don't know the
No, we
words.
don't. No, we don't. We will
We
do a
don't know
little
the words.
two-step. We will
So, Cindy, let
figure
me
it
ask you a
out.
question. Have you ever been around your Babylonian friends and they sung at a party or at Keg or at Poconos Keg Fest 2009 or whatever? And they sung a song, SennyJ, and you knew the song and the words verbatim.
You know, Cindy be knowing the Babylonian songs, honey.
Yeah, but then
Cindy
she
be
don't know
knowing
them
the
all.
songs.
She don't know them all. Cindy, she
Yeah,
don't.
but okay, I
Yes
won't
or
stand
no,
there
Cindy?
like
Yes or no?
okay.
Yes,
Even
yes or
if
no?
I don't know it, I'm not gonna stand there like a stone, like I just lost all the thought in my head.
Miss
And
Miko,
I'm not running a country either.
Miss Miko, you are running the country, running your own country. Miss Miko, how many times you are running? You are the president of you, Miss Miko. Miss Miko, how many times have you been around your Babylonian friends and they started singing some sing-along song that you didn't know the words to the song? You might have
Quite
heard
a few
the song.
times, Shawn.
Exactly. Miss Miko, if you don't mind, could you ask your favorite uncle that question?
Shawn, how many times have you been around your Babylonian friends and they're singing the song that you just don't know the words to?
Miss Miko, many a times. And I had the Joe Biden look. I was like, what are these neighbors singing? So, so my whole thing is this. How do we sit there on a pedestal and joke around like we trying to win a funniest internet video combo nation and joke on Joe Biden? The shame on everyone in this country and in the videos laughing at Joe, and the shame on both of you young ladies to criticize Joe Biden when both of you have been in the same situation? Then he throws it in there. Well, at least I'm not running no country. You are running a country.
They need to stop parading that old man around
See?
and bring him out when he's supposed to be brought out. Period. I don't want to see no more Joe this whole summer. Treat him like Kamala Harris. I don't want to see him.
And Miss Miko, before we move on to get out of here, Miss Miko, the shuck and jiving from Kamala Harris to me was worse than Joe Biden sitting up there on District 9 and not knowing where he's at. Okay? Okay? Because she's sitting up there like she was in church. Like, no. You are a black Orthodox Jew that wear them same goddamn pantsuits like Hillary Clinton. Knock it off. We haven't seen a leg from you since you've been vice president of the United States. I don't care if you graduated from Howard University and all that. Knock it off. Knock it off.
Now you hating on Kamala.
You know what I'm saying? You know goddamn well you a Bruce Springsteen lover. I got love for you, Kamala Harris, but knock it off. Don't show up Joe like that. That's not cool. You should have whispered in his ear, yo, Joe, you know, just do a little two-step. You should have said, Joe, just kind of like do this. Do like rock with us. You let Joe out there on a whole island by himself like he was a baby seal in the North Atlantic and there was sharks or whales around him ready to eat lunch.
And did.
Where was his wife at, though?
The wife was in court with the son with the gun.
Where's Jill at?
Jill is in court with the son. Remember, the son was in the
court is over. Court is over.
He was found guilty, Shawn.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. He was guilty. He's back in Delaware with his wife and his little son or whatever, probably smoking on a crack pipe. Where was Jill at?
God,
Where was Jill? Jill, you didn't want to be out there celebrating Juneteenth? Again, I don't even know why we celebrated Juneteenth, but you wasn't out there. You don't support the blacks. You don't support your husband. You should have been out there moving him around. Where's Dr. Jill Biden? That's what I want to know.
She didn't have the remote.
Come on. She's supposed to be there shaking him up.
Oh my God. You two are
doing crack and it's a mess.
Period.
Isn't that why Hunter got convicted?
He smoked.
His girls went up there. His ex-wife and his girlfriend went up there and said, "Yeah, he do crack, not even coke. That's supposed to be the Babylonian drug."
They told all the business.
He took it back to the 80s.
Yeah, they told all that man business.
Yeah, listen. He applied for a gun while he was watching porn and smoking crack. To me, there's nothing wrong with that. It's normal behavior to a recovering addict like myself. Y'all leave Hunter Biden alone.
Doing crack. He's too rich. How you get introduced to that? Who's doing that to you?
Then when he said crack is whack.
Look,
you got a couple coins. You do cocaine, baby.
Listen. Crack don't care. Crack don't care how much money you make when you take that hit, because both of y'all have never took a hit of the crack pipe, so you don't know. Now, Roma Johnson did not have. We know how when you take that pipe and bang and hit that thing and that smoke rush to your brain, it don't matter how much money you make, what your social status is. When you take that hit and it hits your brain cell, it's a wrap.
Well, I'm gonna try it this weekend.
Oh, no.
No, you're not, SennyJ.
If you try this weekend, I will guarantee that you will sell that fake ass living room that you have behind you. You will sell it. You will sell a collarbone, your cheekbone, and your ass. You don't want that.
If you got crack, hit me up this weekend.
Cindy, what else you got before we get out of here?
Wow.
All right. Miss Miko, Monday, she'll be like, dude. Shawn. Oh, you got a cigarette?
I can't.
It'd be somebody else on us saying, God damn it. God, who are you?
Who are you?
You hear Cindy in the background. Hang on the phone. That's what I told you not to call that.
Oh God.
Well,
I didn't know the transformation happened so fast.
it happens in 3 minutes. Trust me. Trust me. You don't want no parts of that animal. You
Oh
don't
my
want
God.
SennyJ. You don't want to do crack. You don't want to do it.
Well,
You're
if
not
I
gonna
do
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 it.
crack, I'll put it on YouTube, you guys. I'm not gonna let this
Oh my
opportunity go to
God.
Oh
waste.
my God.
Stay tuned for the journey.
What else you got?
We're off this, Cindy J. Have a good
That's
Yo,
the
day.
Shawn
tonight.
Harvey Morning Show after dark.
Right.
It'll be part of our
Well,
subscription service.
right. You got it. You guys got to subscribe for that.
That's right. And you know Tamiko gonna call Shawn.
With
Shawn,
eyes.
you heard what happened to SennyJ? What happened, Miko? She got a pipe. She's standing right next to me. She got a pipe in her mouth. Tamiko, move away from her ASAP. Should I call somebody?
What's Miss Linda's number, Sean?
And then you hear Cindy in the background. I told these bitches to get the fuck away from me, goddammit. If they ain't got no goddamn money, I swear to God, if they ain't got no goddamn money, I swear to get your ass over here, man. What you got? You
Oh
got
my
$5?
God.
Miko,
Yeah.
Mika.
Yeah.
Cindy be doing this. Mika.
Yeah.
You don't want that,
Yeah.
Cindy. You ain't built for it.
Stand by me. Stand by me, girl. Don't let me fall too far, Miss Miko. Okay?
Girl, you ain't falling at all. Period. I
Miss
got you.
Miko. Miss Miko, run. Run as fast as you can. The leader, get none. Run fast.
Whatever, Sean. Don't
Go
try to
ahead.
steal my scientific thunder.
All right.
This weekend is actually Father's Day weekend, so
Shout
shout
out
out to all the dads, including you, Sean. You are a
Thank you.
wonderful dad. And I hope that you enjoy this weekend and you get all the praise that you deserve for being a dad and a bonus dad and a new grandpa dad. So
Thank you.
you have a lot of that going on. So I'm very happy for you and I hope you enjoy this weekend. And shout out to all the amazing men in the chat room that are fathers or father-like figures. If that gets you going in your life. So we appreciate you and happy Father's Day. Do you have any plans this weekend?
Yeah, I'm working this weekend. It's just like Mother's Day. Work.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna go to New York. My wife got to work on Father's Day. I got Sunday. I got shows. Tomorrow I'm gonna go out to support Prentice tomorrow morning. Remember I was telling you guys that.
Yeah.
While you go smoke crack, I'm gonna go over to see Prentice.
I'm weak. I can't. Princess, what you got going on? Drop the details in the room.
Yo,
Oh, that's his the thing for his documentary that his group did, the Quad Gods.
yeah, the Quad Squad, I think it's called, right?
No, I think it's Quad Gods.
Is she still in the chat room? Or
I
is
think
he
he
smoke,
left, but I think
or
he
is he
left.
smoking crack right now? Is he smoking or he's in the, where is he? I don't know. Because if he's smoking, that wheelchair's done.
I think I'm sorry, Vanetta George said it's the last weekend this weekend to see it. So
Yeah, I'm gonna
you're going
go.
on Friday, Sean? You're going
No, I'm
tomorrow?
going tomorrow. I'm going tomorrow morning. I'm gonna leave. Tomorrow's the 15th, right? So tomorrow is scheduled at 12:15 p.m. So I'm gonna leave out. I'm gonna leave out of here at a city at 9 in the morning, and I'm gonna go out there, and then I'm gonna come right back because I got a show tomorrow night. So
Princess, he's back in the chat room. Princess, post your information so everyone knows for tomorrow.
Okay. All right,
I
Miss
think it's
Miko.
on his page too.
All right, Miss Miko. We're gonna give you the last word, of course, and put a number 1 in the chat room if you enjoyed the show today. Put a number 2 if you didn't. Prayers for SennyJ. Please don't smoke crack this weekend, young lady.
Don't do it, girl.
And 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 Miss Miko, if she does, both of us will run for the hills and stay away from her. Miss Miko, you got the last word.
Yep, my last word is shouting out all you dads, because remember, dads, you are your son's first hero. and your daughter's first love. So happy Father's Day.
Oh, say that one more time if you don't mind.
Dads are your son's first heroes and your daughter's first love.
Yo, that's so amazing. And yes, and thanks for the Father's Day love, young ladies, and to all the people in the chat room and the fellas. I want to say happy Father's Day to you as well. Please enjoy the day. We all truly appreciate all those hardworking fathers out there, and God bless all of you. And then on another note, I don't want to hear any one of you mothers talking about I'm the father as well. You are not. You are not the father. You are a great mother. You are a great mother that maybe have to hold those dual roles, but you are not a father. So the first woman that I see on Father's Day talking about give me a happy Father's Day to me, you can kiss my black ass.
Oh my God.
You're a great mother.
I'm getting my fingers ready.
You're a great mother, but you are not a man. Even though I know you want to be a man, you're not a man. You're not. You're not. So please honor whatever fathers you have to honor in your life, but you are not one. You are a great mother. So back to what I like to say is to all the fathers out there, happy Father's Day to you guys. Enjoy your day. Have a great day. You know it's not going to be turned up. You know it's not as important as Mother's Day. We already know that. It's most likely will probably be a regular Sunday.
Take
Y'all
it
gonna get a barbecue.
All the restaurants
Something
will
in
be
the park.
open. Word. Just
Yeah.
throw anything. Just throw some hot dogs on the grill.
They'll be happy with that.
Don't even buy the beef. Glizzies all around. Don't waste the time. That's it. That's it.
All right, we see you guys next week. We got a few special guests. We truly appreciate you. We got some exciting, ventures coming up here on Shawn Harvey Morning Show feature Wake Up Team with the Queen SennyJ and the Queen Miss Miko. So, guys, let's wave. We appreciate you. We went a little over, but like I said, put a number 1 chat room if you enjoyed the show today. Put a number 2 if you didn't.
Bye, guys.
We are out.